Hi, today we are taking a closer look at an ultra-trendy handset, the LG New Chocolate BL20. Having introduced the new Black Label series style by telling you of the LG New Chocolate BL40, we now have the chance to take a closer look at the heir apparent to all famous chocolate. Naturally, it's aimed at the fashion-savvy people, on the lookout for a stylish, eye-catchy design rather than uncompromising functionality. The new Chocolate BL20 is remarkable for its sharp, lean body coming in a color that never goes out of fashion, jet black. It brings out the red numeric keypad, upper and lower parts of the handset, and they all create an eye-catchy design blend that will inevitably draw the attention in your direction. The metal framing on the right and left does lend beauty to the overall design. Keep in mind, the retail units will come with slightly rounded, smoother edges and identical software. The TFT screen measures 2.4 inches, has a native resolution of 240 by 320 pixels and delivers top-notch image quality. Our only grip relates to its love for fingerprints, and you will have the phone all covered in them in seconds, which basically means regular cleaning. The touch-sensitive buttons, typical of chocolate handsets, are below the screen. They feature great touch sensitivity and have a red backlight, much in harmony with the overall color solution. Fortunately, there is enough room in between them, so don't worry about incidentally pressing adjacent buttons. The key that calls up the multitasking menu is in the lower left corner, while the widget button is in the lower right one. The slider mechanism is really tight, and we like that, but it tends to give off a slightly unpleasant sound when being opened. The numeric keypad is extremely handy, and we have to say that dialing numbers and typing away is pure joy. The interesting thing about the new Chocolate is that the volume rocker is also touch sensitive. Getting your press registered means you need to exert certain pressure, but this is good, since otherwise it would have been really easy to touch by mistake. The standard micro USB port is on the left hand side, the screen lock on top, and you can relish the beauty of the 5 megapixel Schneider CruiseNet camera with LED flash if you take a look at the back of the handset. The LG New Chocolate BL20 stays true to its name and wouldn't look out of place in the company of handsets with even fussiest design. We think LG has done a great job in coming up with a proper addition to the series, because the BL20 is a handset with uncomplicated yet expressive design. Although the interface is not of crucial importance for a phone like this, the BL20 covers the bare minimum of phone functions. The novelty feature here is called Photo Memo, that will allow you to save any text, be it printed or handwritten, in a readable form. All you need to do is take a picture of it, then the phone will process the image so as to make the background white and the text itself black. As a whole, we can say the function works properly. Of course, you've got calendar and other organizer functions, and the fast menu makes for a really handy option, because it hosts shortcuts of your own choosing. There are all in all 6 widgets: alarm, notes, calendar, VIP contacts, weather and RSS, and being able to call them up from every screen with a dedicated widget button is a nice extra feature. As we mentioned, the new Chocolate BL20 is equipped with a 5 megapixel camera with LED flash, Schneider CruiseNet optics and autofocus. In unison with all the other physical buttons of the BL20, the camera shutter has no perceptible travel. It is not hard to get used to, and you will feel at home using it after several attempts. Pictures, however, are of mediocre quality. Even images taken in broad daylight lack enough details. Colors look realistic indeed, but as a whole, the result is far from what decent 5 megapixel cameras deliver. We're even more disappointed at the video capture capabilities. We cannot say we are pleased at the multimedia performance of the phone either. The handset manages to play MPEG-4 content only at a maximum resolution of 320 by 240 pixels. We noticed skip frames, and this really ruined even the limited amount of pleasure we got out from watching videos. The MP3 player has a pleasing interface that visualizes album art properly and comes with several equalizer presets that improve the audio playback. If you are intent on using the BL20 for business calls, you better give it up. The voices of people on the other end are drowned out by environmental noise, and din and sound dull and indistinct, really hard to catch on to. The sound on the other end, even if a bit sharp, is much clearer. Given the audience the LG New Chocolate BL20 is aimed at, we can't really come down hard on the device for most of its flaws. In terms of technology, the BL20 isn't anything special, but it's an awesome fashion accessory. While we're willing to show some lenience and disregard most of its flaws, there is a single aspect that we just cannot put up with, and that ultimately prevents us from being able to recommend the handset: the low ink-roll quality. This is extremely important, even more so in the case of a cell phone that is not good at many things. The Samsung Ultra S, that performs much better in almost every respect, is a decent alternative, and so the LG Crystal GT900 is. It comes with a fussier design, 3-inch display and transparent keyboard that is certain to attract attention and make people glance, if not at you, then at least at your handset.